Hey everyone, it's Susan Pierce Thompson and welcome to the weekly vlog. So, a couple months ago, I had just a fantastic experience. I was in San Francisco, which is my hometown, the place of my birth. I was born and raised right in the city of San Francisco. Not a lot of people can say that. Anyway, I was home for a class reunion. Now, I dropped out of high school. And when I eventually made it back to college, I went to San Jose City College and then UC Berkeley. And neither of those places really have class reunions. I mean, UC Berkeley has 36,000 students, so a class reunion would be pretty meaningless. And I went to 3 different high schools and then dropped out. So I don't have any high school reunion to go to. So the only reunion that I have is my grade school reunion. And that might sound silly, but we were a class of 44 at Miss Catherine Delmar Burke's school. And I remember those girls really vividly. And, it's kindergarten through 8th grade. I went from 5th through 8th grade, but even still, those 4 years were incredibly formative. So anyway, this vlog is not about that. I happened to be back in San Francisco for this class reunion. It was our 30th. Good Lord. An old friend was in San Francisco too. And we got to spend just amazing time together. And this is a guy that I met 12 years ago and basically never see. We don't live in the same part of the country. We don't have any occasion to see each other. We met on a fluke on a trip somewhere and got to know each other a little bit. And then I saw him again years, 9 years later or something, again, just because he's an academic. So we have professional, sometimes we're in the same place for professional reasons. And we're Facebook friends. So, we happened to be in San Francisco and we spent some time together and it was epic. I love San Francisco. And so I got to show him Twin Peaks and we hiked the Berkeley Fire Trail, had lunch at Alexander's Steakhouse. Oh my Lord, so good. Had dinner there. Anyway, we're at the airport saying goodbye. And we've just had so much fun. And the thought comes to me, I don't think it was at the airport. It was the next day and the day after that I thought, the odds are there that I won't ever see him again. When would I? Why would I? It's a card in the deck, right? And it put me into this philosophical, mind state of thinking, oh my goodness, our lasts are not marked. Almost never. Okay, maybe, in this case, because it seemed potentially improbable that we would see each other again, or at least that felt like a card in the deck. Say you're a soldier and you're in Serbia and you meet someone and you have a wonderful connection and time together, and then you're going back to your homeland of Australia. When you say goodbye to this friend who's become a soul connection, you have a reasonable probability of thinking we may not see each other again. But I started thinking about all the lasts that slip by, completely unmarked. I used to roller skate, a lot. Roller skating in Golden Gate Park on Sundays is a thing. And I used to do it, and it was awesome. And we're talking disco roller skating, right? Like roller skates with 4 wheels, not inline skates. This was definitely a throwback from the 1970s. And I haven't roller skated in years. I used to own my own skates. I don't have them anymore. I don't know what happened to them. And I was good dancing on skates. It was fun. And it's quite probable that I will die and never roller skate again. And so whenever my last time was roller skating, we're talking 15 years ago, 20 years ago, it was unmarked. It just happened. It was another day. And as I lived that day, I assumed it would come around again. But no, it was my last one. I used to eat grits for breakfast. Grits are yummy. I don't eat grits anymore. I haven't eaten grits in years. I think there was a container of, grits, and I threw them out on this last move. Not this move, the move before that. No, I don't eat grits anymore. So maybe I never will again. And if so, that last bowl of grits was unmarked. It just happened. No fanfare. And as I got put into this sort of like this, I don't know, mind state of like thinking, oh my God, could this be my last? Could this be my last? I started seeing benefit in the meditation of the awareness of the possibility of that. So let me describe. This morning, as I was thinking about shooting this vlog, as I came out of my shower, I have a very ritualistic shower practice. I have a playlist in Spotify that I play during my shower. My showers are 22 minutes long, and my showers end pretty much in the same spot of the same song. Like I do the same, anyway, 22 minutes of basically me going through my routine. And as I was coming out of the bathroom, I thought, what if that was my last shower in that shower? I mean, there's ways, I could get hit by a bus, whatever. And all of a sudden, my room was brighter. I sank into the moment of gratitude for this beautiful master bedroom that I was in, and my furniture being just so. And I got dressed with this sense of awareness and appreciation. It like took appreciation from pretty much zero, because I was running on autopilot, up to like infinity. Like, I love getting dressed after my shower in my master bedroom with my clothes. Like, you should see my closet. It's beautiful. It's like I've had my colors done. There's nothing in my closet that's not in my colors. The clothes are just lined up just so. It's a lovely closet. So when we do bright line eating and we're successful at it, like, we're sticking to our bright lines and sinking into the lifestyle and the recipients of this beautiful gift of automaticity, this thing happens where bright line eating sweetens every moment. Like, we notice that the quality of the presence of the day is so much better than it used to be. And we start to appreciate the little things so much more. And I wanted to share this notion of we never know when our last will be. We never know when our last bowl of oatmeal will be. And think of all the childhood friends that you haven't talked to in decades. The last time you hung out with them, it was unmarked. Like, you did not know that was your last. Every little thing that we do that's kind of habitual, we assume it's going to come around again. Like, oh, I'll see this friend for coffee again. I'll eat in this restaurant again. I'll, maybe. But if you go on thinking like that, whatever ends up being your last time will go unnoticed. One of those is your last. And there's something so sweet, I think, in bright line eating about finding ways, and this is just one of them, to sink even deeper into the present moment of appreciation. Because the automaticity that we create in bright line eating around our food, life has been creating that around our life without our permission forever. The way we get dressed, the way we go through our day, the way we drive our car, the way we interact with our family members, the way we go to bed, the way we wake up, just about every aspect of our day has been automated and routinized by our brain without our permission. And that happens to free up resources for something else. In case there's a tiger in the woods, we will have, working memory capacity, attentional resources, visual awareness to notice that predator and escape from it, right? It's very helpful for us not to be figuring out afresh what to do in each given moment and to not have to spend resources on things that pretty much happen the same way every time. But the cost of that is that we sink into this stupor of living life. Bright line eating lifts us out of that just a little bit in the sense that the present moment becomes so much more comfortable, especially if we've picked up the morning meditation habit. the present moment becomes so much more comfortable, and we're so grateful for being, free, that we find ourselves in the present moment more. And so I just think there's such value in finding tools for sinking into the present moment. I want to share with you one more. I was with my dear friend Jade Tita in LA. When was this? I don't know, 6 months, 9 months ago. And I stopped by just to hang out for like 2 or 3 hours, and he gave me a coin. It looked like a sobriety coin or like a medallion or something, like a little metal coin, and it said Memento Mori on it. Now, Jade Tita happens to have Memento Mori tattooed on his chest up here, so, you can see it on his profile picture. It's right there. And he was explaining to me what this means. It's a Stoic term that means, remember, you will die. Meditate on your death. It was a practice that they used to do this. I think it's like early, it's like an early Latin thing, early Christians, the Stoics, whatever. They used to sit and ponder their death, not to be maudlin, not to be morbid, not to make their life worse, but to make their life better. To really internalize the fact that none of this is a gift. You never know which will be your last. Anything. And my lines are really clean right now, and my life is really good right now. My relationships are all fabulous. Everything with David's great. Everything with the kids is good. Everything with Brightline Eating is good. That funk that I was in that I talked about in my vlogs totally passed. And the present moment is feeling really dear to me. And I have been practicing pulling myself out of my stupor and thinking, how would I feel about this if this were the last? How would I feel about this vlog if this were the last vlog I got to shoot? How would I treat this moment? How would I treat this moment with you? I don't know if you know this. I feel so present with you when I shoot these vlogs. I can feel you. I don't know how to explain it. If you can feel me, that's because I can feel you. I am here with you. And if this were the last time that I got to be with you, I would just say thank you. Thank you for being on this ride with me. So try it. Try noticing that everything's better when you consider that it might be your last time getting to do it. What a privilege. Oh my goodness, a hot shower. It's like heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Think deeply the next time you get into a hot shower. The fact that not everybody in the world gets to have one, ever. Think about that. Anyway. My breakfast, my Brightline Eating breakfast is so good. If that were my last, oof, I would savor that. So, here's to good friends, here's to good meals, and here's to moments made sweeter by the awareness and the freedom of not being sucked into the food so we can appreciate the moment. I love you, and I'll see you next week.